Alright, chat, I'm almost done. I'm just doing my going live thing. Hello, hello, boss, Q, Money, Sir Oinks a lot, Dread, I appreciate you being here. I'm almost done, I'm just doing going live. Hello, hello, I hope you're all doing well. My brain is so broken, y'all. Oh my god. Let's see here. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. How are you all doing? Going live. Ah! It's like every time you go live, it's sort of like leaving the womb. It's just a shock to be out. Just a shock to be out. All right, here we go. Okay. We here. We out here. Hello. Why am I so short? Higher. Okay. I kind of want to mess with the light, but I know as soon as I mess with it, I'm going to hate it. Because that's just how this works. I promised myself I wouldn't do it. Oh, I get better. Okay. How are you all doing? Am I late? Yes. Yes, we are late. But we're happy to be here, y'all. It's been a crazy day. This might be a little bit on the shorter side, this stream. It probably will be, because there's been a lot going on. I don't know how much I want to talk about, but I had sort of an interview thing today. Not related to streaming, just related to keeping alive. So it's been, I don't know, it's sort of stressful to plan for that, and then working, and then here we are, you know? How many things can Moat do in one day? We'll find out. Okay. You're good, relaxing, enjoying your thing on the internet? Nice, excellent. Well, hello, Sadie, it's nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Are you serious? What? Thank you for being here. Don't thank me, thank you. I appreciate it a lot, truly. Hi, Hunter, hello, how are you? Got my girl dinner. I really like this dinner. I really like, it's not, I mean, it isn't supposed to be dinner, but that's what I'm having today because my life is a mess. It is 460 calories a bottle. So, not dying today, chat. Don't even try. Nope. What's the minimum amount of calories you need to not die? Because I hit it today. It's like a smoothie thing. It's called Splendid Spoon. You can look it up. If they order it. It's supposed to be healthy. Who knows, man? We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out when I die. I'll figure out how my stats did compared to everyone else, and I'll see how much they were lying. Death defeated again. Death didn't stand a chance. Yeah, so it's a smoothie. It's got like bananas in it and coconut cream, almond butter. I think that's why it's so high calorie. You just like stick a bunch of vegetable cream in it. I don't know. Please don't consume like me. Doing good. You just started a new job, so I'm usually asleep when I stream. That's a good idea. I should be asleep when I stream, so I understand that. How's your new job going? So I found this thing out, and listen. There's a lot wrong with me. Thank you so much. That sounds awesome, boss. I will take some. You remind me you need to eat some protein before it's too late. So I don't know. Okay, there's a lot of things wrong with me. I think ADHD is one of them. I mean, I mean the, like, multiple psychologists and psychiatrists have told me that. So take that, I don't know, take that what you will. But to me, it's like I rank, in terms of like the tiers of shit wrong with me, it's like almost like last place. Like, it's still annoying, but it's like, there's so much worse shit that I don't even mention it. But building your dreams one day at a time. That's awesome. The job you're talking about. So anyway, as a result, one of the things I guess with ADHD, I have all these watch later videos, and it's really funny because it's a lot of like productivity and procrastination and ADHD like self-help videos. And I just like never watch them. I just put them on watch later. So I watched one, and it was about how to eat when you're like depressed or busy or have ADHD. So like it's not necessarily any of those things. There's a lot of reasons, like physical disabilities. I don't know. I think it's like a really useful video. And it's just a way, like, I don't know. I'm saying it out loud because it helped me. I haven't done anything with this because I've only hit tier 3 of this system, but I think it's a good idea. So I'm sharing it with you. This girl had this idea for like a 3-tier system of food. Because I think like, I suck at cooking. I suck at feeding myself. It's like one of my worst weaknesses. I get busy, I get stressed, I get distracted, I get tired, and then it's just like eating is like last on the list. Hi Koalas, nice to see you. So this girl is talking about how you eat, and how to not feel guilty about like honestly just being kind of shit at cooking. So she breaks it into tiers, right? And so there's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And so then tier 1 is like you actually making food, not necessarily even from scratch, but just like cooking and like cleaning. So that's like pasta with like a meat or like a vegetable or like baked chicken or something with like a rice. And like she's like, you know what, low key when I'm depressed, when I'm whatever, I am in a tier 1 mood like 1 day a month, mainly on the weekends, you know? Which is good because it's like, I think whenever people are like eat better, it's always like, oh, immediately start meal prepping and have everything perfect. And I think like that's just not mentally or physically or even like time-wise feasible for people. So that's tier 1. Then tier 2 would be just like making anything. So she was just like peanut butter jelly sandwich, fucking ramen with egg, just like sandwich, you know, just like very easy stuff. And then like also she was saying like with like older groceries. So like with newer groceries, it's like stuff that you just got from the fridge, stuff you got from the grocery store. But then like with tier 2, it'd be like stuff that's maybe a week to 2 weeks old, you know, it's like egg and ramen. That's probably not gonna go bad in a week. And then there's tier 3 food, which is my whole fucking life, which is just like smoothies that are made, microwave dinners, leftovers, and like takeout. And it's sort of about taking out the guilt of just like not making it to the upper tiers. Because like the goal is obviously to be tier 1 all the time. But sometimes it's just like the second goal is like to eat to survive, especially when you're going through a lot. Like, this doesn't even have to be, like, mental or physical illness. Like, if you're, like, mourning someone, you know what I mean? Hi, Threes Day. Like, it happens to everybody, you know? Edson, I'm so sorry. I keep seeing your message and I keep not responding because I'm the worst. My whole life is just not responding to people's messages. I am not going to TwitchCon. I do want to hang out with you. I do need some real meals. That's true. Blue Apron. Blue Apron is kind of hard, though, because you have to cook it, right? You have takeout once every 3 months. Yeah. And there's a lot of guilt with takeout too, because it's like expensive, especially like Uber Eats, all that. So it's sort of a matter of just like trying to push to 1, but if you don't make it to 1, that's okay, you know? Takeout will suck up all your money, absolutely. One of my old roommates, who I love dearly, he would like, he would order takeout like during the pandemic, like twice a day. I was like, where is this money coming from? And it would be like, yeah, it's just wild. Cause like, I feel like every once in a while I cave and I'm like, I'm gonna have myself a cheeky little Uber Eats and I'll get like a McDonald's. I'm like, how much could that be? And then it's like 4 fucking cold nuggets, a burger, and an ice cream is like $23. And it's like, what happened? Why is this like this? Trader Joe's is my lifesaver. Oh my god. Trader Joe's makes tier 3 make you feel like a king, man. Trader Joe's is a lot of easy to prepare single portion stuff. Yeah, and like, you can also do like, they have things where you can mix them, so you can have like chicken in a bag and like rice. This is probably really depressing for anyone that can cook, but it was a good video for me who's just like hates cooking on a good day and is physically and mentally unwell on most days. Not both, but at least one. Hi, Dr. Flesh, it's nice to see you. Hi, Chubswig. Hi, One Time. Tier 1 is in the heart, too. I'm a tier 1 at heart. You love the idea of Uber Eats, but you hate cold food. Yeah, I mean, I'll be the sort of person that will, like, eat food that's, like, out on the, like, street. That's not true, but, like, out for a while. $5 deal been hidden. What $5 meals are left, man? All these McDonald's or all these like fast food meals that used to be whatever dollars, they're not that much anymore. Everyone boosted their prices. It's crazy. I'm so annoyed. The price of is anyone else annoyed with the price of groceries? I just realized my mic was like I was just quiet. Sorry for anyone wearing headphones. You now actually can hear me. But yeah, I remember I was trying to buy something for someone's party, and I was like, should I just bring chips? And I was like, oh, well, I'll just buy some Doritos or something. And I thought I was being like kind of like cheap. And then I remember I was like, oh, I should probably get more than Doritos. But so I bought a couple of things, and then it was like, it came out really expensive. And I was like, why? And apparently the bag of Doritos was like, it was at like CVS. It wasn't at the grocery store, but it was like $8. It was like crazy. I was like, what? When are Doritos like, it was like maybe less than that, but it was like $6 to $8 for like a pretty small bag. And I was like, that didn't used to be. Maybe it wasn't 8, but it was like a lot. It was like a concerning, I just remember being like, whatever price this is was insane. Maybe not 8, but like, it's just, it was a price that would very much shock you if you like hadn't eaten Doritos in 5 years. Like I've eaten Doritos, but like, I guess I don't buy it very much. My work has Doritos in their snack drawer, so sometimes I get those. They usually get taken pretty quickly though, especially the Cool Ranch. Yeah, whatever it was too much. It might not have been $8, but it was like shocking. I was shocked. How are you doing, Il? Sorry I'm late. Please go to sleep whenever you need to. Hi, IRL. You ate home ramen and eggs 3 days in a row, saved a ton. I love ramen and egg. Ramen and egg is clutch. So sorry for all the cooks here who are like disgusted by my actions, but it's just like, it's just sort of like, I think it's just sort of like a baby steps thing, you know? It's like if you are the worst at feeding yourself, like I think you got to start somewhere, you know? But yeah, Trader Joe's is goated. Trader Joe's is so good. You can like, cause if you ever want to look up like, if you have Trader Joe's, and that's lucky, cause it looks like someone didn't know what Trader Joe's was. Who was that? Boss 7 DTD. No, yeah. Trader Joe's is in America. I think it's just in America. So I assume you are not American. And if you aren't, and if you are, then I guess there's places in America that doesn't have Trader Joe's. In Canada. I'm from Canada, so I live in America now, obviously. But yeah. I heard like rumors of Trader Joe's. Like I lived in Vancouver and you'd hear like whispers and like people get really excited. One thing that was crazy is back in Vancouver they had this thing called Pirate Joe's, and it was like the same branding as Trader Joe's, and someone literally would go down to Trader Joe's. This was a long time ago, and they would buy a bunch of Trader Joe's products and then mark it up just like a little bit and then sell it. And like people went wild for it. I never ended up going because I didn't know what Trader Joe's was at the time. But I think like Trader Joe's sued them, so it's not there anymore. But I thought that was fun. You lived in Edmonton for 6 years, next to West Edmonton Mall. Let's go, Oilers! I'm Alberta, born and raised. We got some Canadians in chat. Let's go. Yeah. How fun was it when the Oilers lost in the last game of the Stanley Cup Finals? Haven't made it since 2006. This is for only 3 people in chat, but a very depressing time. That was this year. Hey, woo. You were rooting for the Oilers? Yeah, like, and the worst part was the last time the Oilers went that far was in 2006, and then they also made it to Game 7, and then they also lost. But they lost like in like the 3rd overtime. The women fans for the Oilers, the best ones. Those are my personal favorite, as one of them. I don't know. I have a bias towards myself. Yeah, exactly. McDavid's gonna go down in history, man. Sorry for hockey talk and food prep. I don't know who this stream is for. We're gonna be talking about spooky stories today, chat. This is it's also me just like trying to like get my shit together. A Trader Joe's cookbook with only 5 items. That's amazing. Yeah. TJ's is goated if you're just like, yeah, in the tier 3 version of this girl's food tiers. Tier 3 being lowest, not like subs. Of course I didn't draw in advance, Koala. Do you know me at all? I feel like all of the people who came in from OTK think I'm this incredibly prepared person. Listen, when there's a test, when there's an essay, when there's a presentation, I'm ready to go. But if it's just like a regular thing, I am not prepared. I am not ready for consistently showing up to society. I am good for being woken up every 100 years and taken forth to do my mission, and then put me back in the coffin, and then I will come up again and cause great wrath and revenge over my fallen souls. Winging it, exactly. Oilers game 7. It is Sag. How are you doing, Lucky Chucky? I think I keep falling asleep in my contacts. Listen, this isn't been my best week, obviously. You can tell, like, you could tell that it's, what's it called? It's been a rough week, man. There seems to be extra gain on your mic. I'll turn it down. I just, I put my mic really far, and then I put it really close, so I just kind of scared it. All right, how's this? No spaghetti today. No spaghetti ever again, y'all. You don't understand. You don't understand the cleanup on that. Oh my god. I was like, that was the thing when I came up with it. I was sitting, so as a lot of y'all know, I work full time. I do admin work. I spend a lot of time staring at Excel spreadsheets. And when I stare at Excel spreadsheets, that's me at my most creative, most creative, because your brain just clears. Like, you're not allowed to, like, at my work, like, you can listen to music and stuff, and, like, probably watch videos if you're sneaky about it, but my work's, like, pretty strict about, like, it's, like, old school office kind of crap. Don't get me started. I will get started after 2 beers. So as a result, a lot of time, like, luckily I'm only in office 3 days a week, so I don't have to, like, literally just stare at the wall for 3 days, but there's about for 2 days, but there's about 3 days where I just stare at the wall, and that was the most creative I've ever been in my life, to the point where it's like, I don't know if I ever want to work remotely ever again. I think I always want to be in an office setting at least, because it's like the idea of just having to stay in one, it sort of reminds me of like when I was in like college and you'd like go to a study room as opposed to like in your dorm room where I would just immediately pass out. It's like that, but like more boring, because instead of like learning things, I'm literally just doing like dumb admin tasks, and your brain just like goes haywire with that. Do more boring dumb shit. I recommend it, because then you can come up with cool shit. You can't come up with cool shit when you're watching other people's shit. Like, you can come up with like inspiration, but in terms of just like the spaghetti idea, I was just sitting there looking at an Excel spreadsheet being like, what am I gonna do this week? And just sort of like thinking, what am I gonna do for the OTK thing? And then just like imagining just like a wall of spaghetti sauce. And it was just like, that's wild, you know? Hi, XL. I don't really do that. Is it your song? You could put it in the music category, me and Chum's Discord. If you post it there, we can give it a listen. Hi, Bashu, by the way. Work is boring too, no matter where you do it. True. It's just like when I'm at home, though, like, I'm in my pajamas. Like, I just have this, like, mindset when you're, like, I think that's why I would go to the study room and people went to study rooms instead of just staying in your dorm in college. It's just, like, it's a different, I don't know. I think it's something that does something to your brain. Like, it's like, oh, I'm in work mode. And it's just easier to concentrate. I don't know. I think I'm also just always in my pajamas and I'm just, like, always thinking about napping. Like, when I'm at home, like, all I can think about is, like, I could be napping right now. The environment changed. Yeah, I think there's some psychology to it. I don't know anything about psychology, but I think that checks out. Can we have a sneak peek of what you have in mind for OTK? I mean, I have some photos. Okay, I'll tell you about it and I'll show you. I think I've worn this already on stream, but it's a hint. I took some pretty sick photos. So I'm looking at the OTK finale and I'm realizing I don't think it's gonna be till November, y'all. Like, I don't think it's gonna be in October, but it's gonna be cool because I think the lead up will be in October, which is spooky season. So it'll still make sense for me to do a bunch of spooky shit, but I think the finale is gonna be in November now. Am I goth? I don't know if I'm goth. Spartan, I don't know what I am. I just consider myself a spooky demon that sits in a room full of old furniture. I think I need to have more black stuff to be goth, right? Or at least more dark wood. Like, cause like, for example, like, I don't know if you remember my old wallpaper, but it used to be like I think it was more gothic. I don't really know enough about it, but like very much like more dark. It was like bright, like a dark deep red, and it was gold, but like I had no windows in my old apartment, and so I was just fucking sad. I was just like so sad. It was just like so dark. It was like I live in LA. It's like it's a sunny place, but it would be like it was in a cave, and I just like lost my mind. So when I moved, I was like, fuck it. We're getting some like it's some nice light wallpaper. It's got birds on it. There's some pink flowers. Like, it's to me very un-goth, but it matches the aesthetic, and when there's like red lights on it, it definitely like looks spooky. Like, I feel like you can make it look unspooky and spooky, while with the red, with the gold, it's kind of just spooky or spooky. But I feel like this, it's like, sometimes you just want to just turn on the lights and make it look not like a vampire cave. So if Chapter 3, the last episode, is planning to be October 10th of Chapter 3 of OTK, which y'all should apply for if you haven't. I think Chapter 3, they're probably taking submissions for. But yeah, Chapter 3, last episode, is planned to be October 10th. I don't think they planned out their own schedule properly, because they're probably looking at that, and it's fucking exhausting. Like, as tired as I was, the producers were as tired as us, if maybe not tireder, and they have to do it 3 times in a row, and then the finale. So if we're tired, the producers are dying. Like, this is probably the hardest year of the producer's life. Like, I like some of those people, it's like, they're probably looking back being like, we're never fucking doing this again. But yeah, so there's no way there's going to be like a 2-week turnaround. Like, you can't convince me that it's going to be October 24th, right? So at the very least, it's going to be the very end of October, but I bet it's going to be November. The cool thing is, yeah, and they have all the other OTKs, like, that's just one show. So yeah, the cool thing is, I believe my thought is it's going to be in November. That's my guess, or at least late October, which means that like a lot of the buildup will be towards in October, which is good because I thrive in the spooky stuff. That's my month, you know. So I think it's going to go well. Yeah, I love the Opium Den wallpaper. I miss it because I see it once in a while, right? Like, I look at videos and I'm like, I miss that wallpaper. And it kind of matched more, but it was just depressing. Like, I don't recommend that wallpaper unless it's like, you have another room that's like super bright. Like, that was my living room. That was like my main place to be, and it was just like it was always, and I love the darkness, you know. It takes a lot for me to not be able to handle the darkness, but I was just like, I am not getting any vitamin D. There is 0 vitamin D, and it is like it's like the middle of summer in LA. How did I do this? Even for me, that's too much. Anyone I'm rooting for chapter 2? So I've just gotten started. I'm gonna be doing, like, I've just gotten started looking at it. I'm looking at this. I was really rooting for Office Drummer, but he got eliminated. I'm not rooting for Barry, the VTuber, because I think she's goated. So I guess I am rooting for her. But I also don't want to root for her because I feel like that's one who I'm gonna like, I'm in trouble, you know? So I guess I'm rooting for her. I guess, like, if I wasn't in this competition, that's what I'd be rooting for. And I know that there's the other ones that are, I think there's only one woman left. I think it's just Barry, right? I forget who's left, because there were a couple people I thought were cool and they got eliminated. So I'm gonna have to re-look. You've lacked the sun for so long. I know, right? And I gotta and I live in LA. It's like 90 degrees. On Saturday, I'm hanging out with some of the girlies. I'm hanging out with some Twitch girlies. So we're gonna take some photos. I think it's outside of we're gonna try and meet outside a Nikita Dragon event, who's a really problematic person. So I don't think we're gonna go. It's gonna be a huge lineup to see someone that sucks as a human being. So I guess we'll just meet up. Yeah, it's the same girls I went to Yamashiro with, which was really cool. It's fun. Malik _04 and I think Tiffany Joy as well. They're starting to get girls together, which is nice because I feel like it's hard to get women together generally, but especially women who spend all their time inside playing video games. We have a group chat now, so yeah, I think it might be becoming a regular thing. I'm excited. Did I say thank you for the follow, Thursday? Thank you. Jim Blanco said he was. He said he was gonna do it. I'm waiting for the message asking for some help. Yeah, maybe they are masochists. You have to be a masochist to be a producer for the OTK Top Streamer. I just think that they just had no idea. It's not that the producers had no idea. It was probably the cast, right? It was probably the streamers were like, this is gonna be such an good idea. And then they turned to the producers you do it. So it's just and it's still a fair amount of work to do it, but yeah. Hey, Moat, it's me, Addy. Hello, how are you doing, Del? Why the sad face? Zizix is the only one I remember. Zizix? Who's that? Wasn't that like a bodybuilder? Imagine socializing couldn't be me, right? Group chat, things are getting pretty serious. I think so. It's an Instagram group chat though, so you don't have to I guess a lot of people have Instagram notifications on their phone. But as someone who cannot handle even text message notifications, I don't have to see it unless I check. We've been pretending to make plans to hang out for 9 months now. I want these. What are they? Grapefruits? Send me a message on Discord. We talk on Discord, right? Is that real? We talk on somewhere. I can never get them. I can never get it figured out. There's still some on the tree. Yeah, do it. Sad face because I'm sure you don't remember. Addy, what is your full username? I bet it wasn't just Addy. Was it? Discord. Okay, yeah, Discord me. All right, we're gonna switch into not talking about bullshit. Although I'm enjoying talking about bullshit. But we're doing some Adeline. Wait. What was it on Twitch? I feel like oh wow, what just happened? Not talking about bullshit. We're still talking about bullshit, but it's gonna be more specific bullshit. So I was gonna look up this SCP. The test, listen, just keep yourself abreast of the keep yourself abreast of the the facts. You just keep it up. Just keep studying. I'll let you know. It was on YouTube. It sounds familiar. I'm sorry, Del. It sounds very familiar. I was scared for when you were watching. Yes, we were watching I Am Sophie and you were scared. But you had more of a profile picture that wasn't a black circle. Okay, so Q Money, do you have the Cliffs Notes? I hope you get it. So this one I'm gonna do blind. The other ones I've read before, so I vetted them. I'm not sure this is any good. Yes, okay, I do remember you. Office Drummer does go hard. I'm really sad he got eliminated. But I like that he knows who I am now. That's really cool. I was always kind of like a little bit of a mini stan for Office Drummer. So then he followed me after chapter 1 and went into my chat. I was like, yo, what? Like, that's always so cool. Like, shit like this is cool. Like, people who like I think are cool think I'm cool. That's always crazy. That's always crazy to me. So for what? For the SCP test that is happening, Q Money. Hi, Livy. So this is, I just have to try this because it's just such a stupid name. And it's got decently high reviews. It's called Not Deer. Let me just make sure it's the right one. I want to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. But the SCP we're doing today is Not Deer. And I just think that's a hilarious name. Apparently it's supposed to be very scary. But how can it be? Is it good? Q Money, no spoilers, but we're gonna read it out. Okay. I'm gonna grab my markers because we are absolutely gonna draw this in real time. And everyone, please take notes. It's very important. It was some scary stuff. All right, y'all, get really excited for some Not Deer. Oh man. All right. Deer crossing drawing. All right, this is gonna be a scary one, y'all. So buckle the fuck in. Okay, let me get my pad. Let me get my pad 1 second. I'm also gonna turn on the air conditioning. Oh my god. Just like clockwork, it turned on for me, but okay. Where's it going? Like here? This may be a short stream. We're trying. We're trying, friends. We're trying. Okay. There we go. What do the odd moats get scared? I don't know. This is some good notes. I hope you wrote these. These are from the last class, everyone. Please write these down. I think I'm gonna start storing my markers in this spooky spider gift. Got this for me. This spooky Tim Hortons Timbits container treat bucket. It kind of fits the markers perfectly. Look at that. I think that's fun. Then Nyarlathotep. Yeah, exactly. All right. So for everyone who needs to remember from last time, let me put the monitor down here. H.P. Lovecraft was a writer that was born and died between 1890 and 1937. It's not back, hold on. Oh, there we go. The founder of the Cthulhu Mythos, which was a series of stories, I think mainly in New England. HB had a sus background, true. One of the real founding fathers of the horror sci-fi genre. The Terrible Old Man, Nyarlathotep, and Azathoth were 3 of the stories we read. And yeah, apparently he was incredibly racist, even for the time, which is a fun fact. People were like, oh, you know, it was the time. It's like, no, apparently he was known even for the 20s, which is bad. But there you go. These are the facts we have about Lovecraft. All right, next. Hope you all have that written down. Yes, he was a super... It's like, it's not ideal in like a time where it's like already kind of known to be a racist time to be like, oh no, like for that time. Like, I always feel like how you should act and maybe I don't do this very correctly, but I try is just like, you know, how will history remember you? And it's just like, if you're doing something kind of questionable now, imagine 30 to 40 years from now where people look back, it's like, you were doing that then, you know? So I feel like sometimes I think to myself and I'm just like, this is sort of on the fence now, but like, it's kind of bad, but I feel like in 30 years, people are gonna be like, this is really bad. That's, like, I like to kind of think forward, you know? History remembers. I was lived in DC. I was in my home that day. Fuck's sake. When you're so lost, you missed a bunch of streams. So we read some stories from H.P. Lovecraft, and now we are reading about SCP. So the SCP Foundation, it is a fictional foundation that's about, what's it called? Secure, Contain, Protect, and it's all about keeping human beings safe from creatures, entities, supernatural shit, just anything that could harm us. It's sort of like an FBI, CIA foundation. Yeah, and it's fiction. Wink. So it is important and imperative that we learn about some things. And today we are learning about the not deer, which is apparently supposed to be really scary. So there's SCP has 3 kind of levels of containment. There's, what is it? It's like safe or something? What is it? Like safe, and then Euclid, which is like kind of dangerous, and then there's Keter, which is like life-threatening, could end the world level dangerous, all right? So this not deer thing is Keter, which is, that's pretty dangerous apparently. So that's what we're doing here. I'm just doing a quick outline here. I'll fill it in more later. You are looking for an infinite cum supplier. I think you spelled cum wrong, right? Do you mean like an infinite, like, come over here? Is that, or do you mean like CU? I think you spelled it wrong. I'm just saying. Also, welcome in the cup holder 24. We're learning about spooky stories. I think you might be in the wrong place. But you can watch with us. All right, so here we go. SCP. Is the music too loud? Oh, I also want to show this because this is like wild. Let's see. I'm such a baby. I get scared by like actual, like, I get scared by, you guys know I get scared by words. I'm like afraid of words. I'm like a baby. But like, look, the music's good, okay. But like, this kind of freaks me out. Like, let me know if you find this scary. Like, sometimes when I open up just the SCP page, I get kind of scared. I don't know. Am I like a baby? Like, doesn't this look kind of creepy? Because it's like, look, they have Keter. Yeah, these are the words that scare me. Okay, this is an example of words that I find scary. It's like, it's okay, you're afraid of men. Oh no. Men are deer, right? I never really followed that meme, but I assume that's funny if I replace bear with deer. So containment class Keter. Yeah, and then there's like a broken lock. Like, what does that mean? And then there's a creepy deer. I don't love that. And then there's all these creepy, it's like warning, all these creepy letters. And then there's just like a bunch of like, there's like an upsetting, I don't know, symbols, unrestricted. I don't know, this stuff freaks me out. I don't know. I might be a baby. I guess it's creepy. All right. Well, this is what we're learning about today. Okay, we're going back to Cam. This looks so stupid with nothing on it. All right, we're gonna start. Remember, I've not actually read this, but at least one person's heard of it, so apparently it's good. Hi, Leah, nice to see you. We're learning about not deer. Oh, I should write that down. Wait, what is this? SCP 6448. SCP number 6448. Okay. All right, special containment procedures. All right, everybody, Yurice, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Broken look cannot be contained. Yes, all right, everyone. Yeah, it's spooky, scary, and not contained. All right, we're talking about the containment of SCP-6448. All right, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Please take a seat. Please take a seat. Make sure you have your notepads out. So the containment of 6448 should be focused on an investigation of deer exhibiting anomalous traits within and around the Appalachian area, okay? All civilian sites of SCP-6448 should be attended by a Mobile Task Force Gamma 4, otherwise known as the Green Stags. Possible deaths resulting from SCP-6448 should be attributed to hiking accidents, and sightings are to be blamed upon chronic wasting disease. Is everybody under the understanding? Q Money, excellent, very relevant emote. Hello, Natty, it's nice to see you. And hello, James. All right, so just continuing. The Site 44 Cryptozoology Division is tasked with ongoing research into the not deer phenomenon. I'm sorry, this is scary. I know that I'm not sure this is gonna be scary. I can't take lost not deer seriously. Should an SCP-6448 instance be captured, it is to be brought to Site 44 for containment and study, okay? And in case you would like an image, all right, we have, as an example here, we have an SCP-6448 instance attempting to communicate with a non-anomalous deer. So there, I think we see the normal deer are on the right, and the anomalous deer is on the left. I think it's pretty clear because one is on its feet, and yeah, one is alphing the other one, but in like sort of an odd manner. So I think that's a good intro to that. So description: SCP-6448 is an anomalous branch of the Cervidae family. All members of this group display heightened intelligence and are presumed to be sapient. Many specimens exhibit some sort of physical malformation, causing them to stand out from non-anomalous deer, okay? While the exact details of physical anormalities differ between instances, there are repeat commonalities such as legs bent backwards, barrel-chested or bloated abdomen, emaciation, eyes belonging to unrelated animals, forward-facing eyes, jerky movements, loss of fear towards humans, tendency to walk on two hind legs, and general bodily disfigurement. All right, this is the not deer. Hello, Nurie. I haven't watched. I'm reading this one in blindly. It's by Pedal, exactly. All right. Aside from the physical disfigurement, instances show that there's severe divergence from the behavior of other cervids. Namely, the SCP-6448 are known to watch, observe, and stalk humans, often for hours or days. This includes following humans to and from their homes, wherein they will proceed to steal belongings, weapons, and food. Very rarely will SCP-6448 attack victims while they're indoors. SCP-6448 are more commonly encountered in deep woodland, particularly at night or dusk, when a person is alone. Any sort of direct acknowledgement of SCP-6448's anomalous traits in these situations will always result in the victim's termination, okay? In such situations, personnel are to observe the extract of service protocol attached to this file immediately. Bob or Todd, we could just call it not deer. Should we do a poll of how I read? Here, I'm gonna do a poll. What to call SCP-6448? Bob, Todd, Billy, not deer. Okay, we're gonna start here. While we do the poll, we're gonna continue to draw some more. John, too late. The poll's done. John's not making it. What? Trollface. What is 47243? Sweetie, because it's not deer. It is not deer. That's its name. Okay. How are you doing? It's nice to see you. Okay. Bob is currently winning, which I think, I don't want to be biased, but I think Bob is a bad name. I don't understand. Here's the thing, chat. I don't understand how Bob is known as one of the most generic names on Earth. Meanwhile, I feel like no baby has been named Bob in the last, like, 40 years. Like, no one under the age of 40 is called Bob, right? And yet somehow we are still, we live in a society where we think Bob is this insanely common name, where I don't believe that's true. We've moved past Bob, you know? You know someone named Bob? How old are they? Are they under 40? I don't believe they are. You knew a guy named Bob under 40? All right. He may be 40 now, though. At some point they were. What about Blue, accompanied by Sardako? That's good too. Open 7243's page. Oh my god. You're gonna jump scare me. Okay. I'm not gonna do it on stream. Oh no, I'm scared. I don't want to click this. What? I love this shit so much. What is going on? Yo, that's crazy. I don't even know what I'm looking at. SCP's wildin'. Are we drawing cryptids? We are indeed. Well, we're drawing sort of. Yeah, Robert equals Bob. Yeah, I definitely know people go by Robert. I definitely know younger people go by Robert, but no one who goes by Bob. I looked at the page. He drank when we met, therefore he's 41 now. You're just like, he wasn't 40 when I met him, but now he's 40. All right, apparently Bob is winning. So we have about 2 minutes left. And then I guess we're gonna refer to this deadly creature as Bob, which I feel will perhaps lessen the magnitude of this animal, but you know, y'all voted, so it's your fault. It's your fault for making this sound stupid. All right, where's my brown color? Shout out to the Rachel Zander who got me Barbie markers. They're sick. They're just regular markers, but they have a cool cover. A poll that works better than OTK top streamer. Oh no. I don't know. I never voted. Are you talking about the voting system? I never did that, but actually, no, I voted for myself a couple times. People were like, why aren't you voting for yourself? I'm like, I don't know, because I'm on the show right now. I have to focus. Like, I think I voted for myself a couple times. I think you're supposed to do that, right? But sometimes I get distracted. There were some shows where I low-key don't think I voted for myself. I just didn't vote. I was like, whatever, you know, if it happens, it happens. You could never vote on mobile. That's so frustrating. Can you change your vote from Todd to not deer? You can, sure. That means it's, here, I'll vote for you. Which means not deer is now ahead by 1. You're on mobile and can vote. I think it meant on mobile for the top streamer thing. Bob or Bob. Okay, I think I didn't miss anything. All right, not deer is winning. I would like to be. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very happy about that. If anybody wants to vote, you have 20 seconds. In the meantime, I would like to note that I am a champion drawer. I don't know if you can. Y'all are seeing this. So this is like peak. This is peak art right here. Look at this. Aren't you glad I drew this live? Because what if you were asking yourself, how do I draw the concept of not deer in real time? And like, what if I never know? So it's a good thing that I've now done that for you. Let's see. Hi, Titty Spoke, by the way. Not deer 1! Yeah, but it's because we were calling not deer SCP-6448 because in the article it goes by that. So now we're just changing it to not deer, which makes me laugh. All right, should we look at the protocol? Service protocol. All right, service protocol. This is from the cryptology division, okay? These actions should be carried out by anyone inadvertently interacting with not deer and are necessary for your survival. Please skip to the section with relevant information if your life is under threat. If you notice a deer that seems off, look away and ignore it. If it knows that you've noticed it, it is too late. If you hear your name, whistling, or something else in the woods calling for you, do not acknowledge it. Never acknowledge it exists. Don't respond. Don't go looking for it. Do not call back to it. If you're walking at night and you feel something breathing on your neck or whispering behind you, the key to your safety is pretending that everything is normal. Your survival is dependent on your ignorance. That's a great line. I feel like that's how I feel about life in general. Your survival is dependent on your ignorance. Presently, not deer are known to inhabit only the Appalachian region of North America. Unfortunately, there's a footnote here that's been crossed out, and this is actually under review following incident 6448 alpha. So they might have broken off a bit. So if you're not in Appalachia, you might still have to fear it. Yeah, same. I love the rules, horror style stories as well. Yes, they also have broken containment. Yeah, we're not doing great. What if you want to drag a greyhound with an antenna? You're glad you did. You're still a perfect street for you to be here. Okay. I'm not taking this seriously enough. I'm sorry. This is a Keter level. This is very serious, everyone. Keter, okay? History. Not deer was officially signed anomalous classification in 1980, although they have been recognized by local people since 1947. Not deer is a firmly cemented figure in Appalachian folklore, known colloquially as the not deer, due to their striking similarity to the species they imitate. Many locals claim to have encountered instances of not deer, or possess knowledge of an individual who has. A majority of local communities living in rural areas of high activity are aware of the precautions required to avoid hostile encounters, primarily due to urban legends and stories involving the entities. Hello, Lazy Rayman, welcome in. Also, hello to Laminator, who's probably gone by now, because I'm not sure I said hello. Not deer were previously researched at Site 41, located in Redacted, North Carolina. On November 1st, 1994, a group of three not deer instances broke into the site, utilizing a tunnel system carved over an extended period of time. Damn, that's some like Shawshank Redemption shit. This triggered containment breach alarm systems, and the site entered lockdown protocol. The single instance kept in containment, being prepared for dissection, was lost in the breach and not recovered. Over the following decade, a further 5 not deer instances would be captured and contained, all which would escape the site through tunnels carved by other not deer entities. The decision was made to transfer all instances to Site 44 overseas to protect further breaches. Since this decision, no capture attempts have been successful. That has actually been deleted. So I guess perhaps there was one. Yes, they can dig tunnels. SCP-7819, interesting. Okay, I'm screenshotting these. I'm looking at these. Addendum 6448.1, recently recorded civilian encounters. The first reports of SCP-6448 surfaced around the week of July 7th of 1947. In this time, since the genus's discovery, many members of the public have encountered the entities, though most accidentally stumbling upon them do not alert local authorities. This is typically due to the not deer instance merely watching the subject or becoming hostile. The following is a log of all 911 calls related to not deer phenomena since the year 2000. So we are now going into them. February 1st, 2000. Victim, aged 41 female, dialed emergency services after hearing their name being called from the woods near the home. The victim recounts the vocalization being likened to a scream in a voice that they do not recognize, and requested assistance in locating the source. Emergency personnel requested the subject place their phone on the floor outside the home to listen for the alleged sounds. After 2 minutes, a vocalization was heard that was calling to the subject by name, emanating from the nearby forest. The subject was instructed to investigate the disturbance themselves and keep services updated on the situation. Who is this 911 operator that hears someone yelling from a dark forest? It's like, hey, you should go and check that. What? That's crazy. Hey, Moat, hope all is well. So OnlyFans will be in October. You still think about possibly delving into WoW? To generate plenty of time to go and Sardako's chat would be hyped. I mean, if Sardako would be down to teach me, that's cool about the chat, but I feel like the person who needs to be down is Sardako, who's also going to be exasperated by me. But yes, I have looked into it. I'm a little nervous because the OnlyFans thing is very close to top streamer. So, but I guess Sardako's also doing top streamer, so I don't know. It's I'm kind of like, it's a lot of it, there's a lot of timing. I would also be the one out to go and check out the forest, which is probably why I would die first in a horror movie. So, the subject was instructed to investigate the disturbance themselves and keep services updated on the situation. The victim then begins to walk into the woodland, getting about 50 meters into the underbrush before inexplicably stopping. They claim there to be a noticeably large deer standing in the way of the path. She begins to walk closer, though states it does not move. Subject diverts from the path and begins walking in a different direction. After 30 minutes, no source of the voice is determined. The caller returns to their residence. Oh, I mean, is that a victim then? It sounds like he did okay. All right, June 13th, 2002. Victim, age 28, male. Calls 911 regarding a home break-in. The caller notes numerous items to be missing from their residence and requests an investigation. Operators dispatch 2 investigators to visit the home and discern a potential perpetrator. The pair note that, based on earlier CCTV images, all cutlery, sharp objects, firearms, light bulbs, and a single copy of the novel The Day After Roswell, someone please let me know what that is, are missing. Also noted there is a complete lack of any fingerprints at the scene. No doors or windows have been broken into. Analysis of the home's CCTV footage revealed there to be a 2-hour period of missing film, with the exception of a single frame containing a service nippon on its hind legs, aka a Sika deer, reaching towards the camera. Its frontal hooves have been warped to resemble fingers. No footage of the entity exiting the home was discovered. Hell no. Could you imagine? Thank you, Nuriaki for the follow. Sorry, I butchered that. Could you imagine checking your CCTV footage and like it looks like someone deleted it, and the only thing that you can find is a fucking deer with fingers reaching to the camera. I hate that image. I hate that image. I'm really glad there's no actual image given of that, because I hate that image. I hate that so much. Let's see. It's a great, hello, LMTD. I'm sorry, I slept in my contacts, so now I have to, like, squint to read. It's great promo to do crossover, love OnlyFans. So I think that there is a potential, because I've talked to them about me being involved. I do think that it's, like, kind of full up or something, and also, it probably should be full up, because there's, like, actual people that play WoW. But I think there is a chance that I might, like, be able to make an appearance or, like, do a one-off or something. I've been talking to, I'm not sure. I don't want to promise anything, but I may like dip into Only. There's like a possibility. We'll find out. Sardako is considered a WoW sweat. Yes, I mean Sardako goes hard, right? So it'd have to fresh level character he normally doesn't main, so be an interesting adventure nonetheless. Yeah, I keep meaning to call him. We were supposed to call him. I was supposed to call him, not we. I was supposed to call him, but like, oops. We gotta smile at this onion. Okay, But yeah, I was supposed to call him, but I suck, and he's 2 hours in advance, so I'll call him, and he's like, I am literally lying down in bed, and I'm like, talk to you later. No, that's my alarm. We have to do some spells now, chat. Listen, okay, you're gonna be not impressed by this. The onion's not looking too good. I need to... this is not you calling. This is an alarm. This is... Anyone who knows this knows this is an alarm. But we're doing weird spell stuff. Yeah, the onion is on life support. 1 second. Awesome. I'm actually gonna ask my housemate if he has any dirt. Do you have any soil, by the way? This is really... Y'all aren't gonna like this. It's getting really gross, and I've been meaning to get dirt, but like life has been crazy. I know that I always say that. Life is crazy for everyone forever, and then you die, you know? So it's like, you eventually gotta prioritize saving your love life by putting dirt with this onion. Hey, you got any soil? I live by myself, but it's like a house. So there are these units. Sorry, I'm gonna turn this off so I don't hear this terrible alarm again. There's my landlord lives upstairs, and then my housemate lives, like, you open this, there's a door here, and then there's like a front thing, and then there's a door across, if that makes sense. So it's like, it feels like roommate adjacent, you know? It's closer than like a neighbor, but it's further than a roommate. I don't know what you call that. Excuse me, sir, could you have any soil? Okay, so we're doing the spells. This is pretty gross. You're not gonna be impressed on this. Your wife is a witch, but she doesn't depend on onions. This is apparently also for finding love, because apparently onions is used to find love. So if she is married to you, she probably doesn't need to she probably does not need to do the weird onion shit, you know? But when you are an odd, lonely person, I guess you do. Sometimes you feel a BWE deep in me. What is that, Lena? Lena, what are you talking about? It's basically a huge house that's been potted out. So this house was made in 1936 or 1937. The old apartment I lived in was made in like 1926 or 27. So this place is a spring chicken compared to the place I previously lived. Big witch energy, see. So it's like, it's not so much it's like a huge house, it's just that like back in the day, I assume you could just build a big old house and you could just live there and have a life, you know, but now it's not quite like that. So yeah, I don't know when they did it, but it looks like it's been 3 units for a while. Cause here, let's look at this. Can you see the door? Here, cause if you look here, like, this is a door with like a lot, and it looks kind of old. And like the other thing, it's like clearly there's like a front entrance. It's like clearly, can I open this? I've never opened this before on the stream. Can you see? What can you see from here? Yeah, so there's like a door, right? And then, like, that's the big main door. And then there's my door, and then across, there's another door. So, I feel like it's been like this for a while. I don't think this is, like, a recent thing. Like, maybe at one point it was one big house, but it looks like pretty early on they made them into different units. Because all this shit looks pretty old to me. I don't know. Do you like piercings and tattoos? I do. I have none of them, though, because I'm afraid of needles. And all of them involve needles. But yeah, I feel like in another world where I had less of a fear and a lot more money, I would have many of those. But I have none, which always surprises people. Not in my ears. Not even my ears. This little baby boy. It's kind of creepy out there. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's kind of creepy out there. All right, I'll be back. It's okay if you get scared, then Neil, you pass out. Yeah, I have definitely passed out before, so I guess yeah, I could try just going unconscious. Ugh. Alright. This is really gross. Y'all aren't gonna like this. Just be glad you can't smell this, okay? Like, let's just be clear. At least you can't smell this, so you're doing better than me. Okay. I also found my candles. I don't know if y'all remember this, but I kind of couldn't do this spell for a while because I lost my red candle. Turns out Jojo, my cat, just threw it on the ground. So I found it recently, so we're doing good with that. Let me get the onion 1 second. Alright, y'all, so this onion, which was originally disgusting, has only gotten worse. Like, just be happy you can't smell it. I poured out the water and refreshed it, but it's like cloudy now, so it's pretty awful. So I'm supposed to look in its smooth face, which is just kind of rotting now. I swear I'm gonna put this in dirt ASAP, okay? What have I done? It's still alive. Listen, maybe witchcraft isn't in the cards for me. All right, I'm gonna look at my face smiling and happy. Okay. Yeah, all right. So that's done. And then we light the 3 candles and then I say the thing about the people. Listen, if you haven't seen me do this, it's been a hard week. I'm not really getting into it, but basically, this is based on your zodiac colors. One of them is me, one of them is potential love interest, and one of them is a third party that maybe become in the way of me and them. So this is to ensure, I suppose, that this is to ensure that works out, I guess. That's what I've been told. I've done this like 4 times. I have to do it like 2 more times, I think. So. Yeah, so each person, one is me, one is the person, and one is the third person that is getting in the way, I suppose. But who isn't necessarily a past lover of mine. For some reason it specifies not that. I'm just like, okay. Okay. So now I read my incantation thing. Are you gonna use that thing for a spell or a potion? Apparently I just have to keep the onion alive, and if it dies, my love dies. I'm just gardening. It's just witchy gardening at this point. It's just like, grow an onion. Don't kill it. Okay, I'm muting. What I'm gonna say here is I say the name of my adversary and say, let go of your immaturity and fear. Let the person that I like find love security right here. Touch your heart as to say this and wish the other person well. Okay. That is too bright. That is concerning. Well, we gotta say this fast. A lot of pressure on this onion. I do not have to drink the onion. That would be so disgusting. Holy shit, that would be so gross. Let's see. So Nick and Melina are still together, right? Because apparently you're not supposed to use this of people in relationships. Apparently that's quite frowned upon in the witch community. I don't know, I'm not a member. But apparently you are not supposed to... Apparently you're not supposed to use it against people who are in relationships. So that would be a bad... I would get in trouble with the wicked community. She's retiring. I know, that sucks. It sucks because it's like, everyone always says that she like carried Nick's stream, and I'm like, I think that's mean to Nick, but then like all of his reels lately have just been her being fucking hilarious, and I'm just like, are you like finding this on purpose to just dig in the fact that it sucks that Melina's leaving? Because at first I was like, no, like Nick can be fine, but like every reel has been just her just like being hilarious. You aren't muted on YouTube. Yes, I am! Don't freak me out like that! There's no way I'm not muted on YouTube. I'm muted here. Okay. Let's see. We'll do this. Alright, that's been great. This has been a really long segue. We have to get back to not deer. This is ridiculous, y'all. We gotta get back to not deer. Why is it something, is it brighter in here? Or is that just me? Let's see. He has done well this week. Oh, so she's gone this week? Yeah, we're doing the fucking spell speed run. I can't. All right, I think I only have to do the candle thing one more time, right? Have y'all been keeping track? I haven't done it off stream. I'm not lying. Her mom was in the hospital in Spain. Oh no. But she is retiring though, is it? That's not a meme, right? He's done a lot of collabs. Okay, cool. I can never tell what's a meme and what's not a meme. All right, so we've just finished the horrible finger story of the deer. So I hated that. So we're gonna go into the next 911 call of the not deer. So let me move this so you can see the important educational drawing. I hope that you've all written this here. Oh, I also didn't read, sorry, I missed some of this stuff. My kitchen is microscopic. My kitchen is just for me. Yeah, if a second person had to use my kitchen, like, bless their soul. I have like the smallest kitchen on earth. Raid groups will be based off performance, but always have a mix of sweats and other creators with different level of experience. Just watching raids with all 20 to 40 members being try-hard WoW sweats would be boring content. I have been told that they are specifically looking for people that suck. So that's why I was tapped. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know if I may not appear at all. I may appear in like a one-off, but yes, there is a chance you may see me on OnlyFans. Isn't that fun? Just the right person. Yeah, it was so funny. Adam DeMars, I see you. I was supposed to like send in an application. I was supposed to say like what my gaming skills were and what my WoW skills were. And everyone was just like, 9/7, 8/8, 7/9, 8/6. And I was just like 1/2. And then I put 2.5 because I was like, 2 seems low, but like 3 seems stretching it. Like every other person in the chat was like 9. I'm just like, there's gotta be someone else who sucks, or at least can admit they suck, right? But it was literally just 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 9. I was like, God fucking damn it. This is gonna be questionable. I need to be Horde. Why do I have to be Horde? I don't really know the difference between the two. I don't have much things. People around the world depend on hunting to survive. That is true. Think they're staying off Horde? Oh. But I'm much more Horde. See, I bet I would find this very funny if I knew this. Thank you, Adam, by the way. I'm not sure I said thank you. Sometimes I say things in my head and I'm not sure if I spoke them, so I will say them again. Should have written down what is WoW. I mean, I put a 1, so I feel like that's pretty much the same. I've never played WoW. Sometimes I feel like I've played WoW because I played League a couple times, and whenever I see it on the screen, it just looks the same to me. Like, that's the level that I pay attention to this game. So yeah, I literally could not know less. I've never played it one time. Hi, Hernia. Horde is like the skeleton trolls orc. That sounds pretty good. They're the same exact game. They look the same to me, but I don't really want to say that because I feel like that might just like make me come across as like clearly someone who knows about neither game. But like I look at them and I'm just like, are these the same game? I don't know. Like I've never played. Yeah, I'm gonna be a tank. Yeah, I'm gonna main tank. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna just really hold the team together. I think it's okay when you play a good game. Wait, what? Sorry. Sometimes I don't remember what I just said, so I don't remember that was in relation to. We're gonna see. Is WoW a good game? A lot of people play it. Is the SCP-6448 name gonna be on the test? Absolutely. All right, I gotta keep going. Everyone, I'll come back to you later. Type your questions now, but I will answer them in a bit. All right. November 19th, 2005. Cattle farmer aged 54 male reported to local authorities the sudden disappearance of over 30% of his largest herd. Response teams searched the nearby area for 4 hours, though they found no trace of the cattle. The victim was recommended to set up trail cameras and note any unusual activity overnight. At 1:11 a.m., two not deer are seen walking through the field before fleeing. One places an object into the ground, later discovered to be a single fork. A week after this discovery, 200 discarded bovine hooves appear at the location. A lot of beef, yeah. It's not really beef though, right? It's like venison. Do you prefer small or large curd cottage cheese? What is small curd? I feel like all of the curd, I didn't know there were different. Glad you woke up to see a moat simulated. Hey, Dex! And hi, Noah. Yeah, I know. I started too late, so I'm catching people who are waking up. I made it, you know. It's... yeah, you shouldn't stick a fork in a capybara. Visit the 8817 page and click on the button that says merge pull request. Do that too. I'm gonna do some of this off stream though, because I'm afraid of doing it. Well, how good are you getting yelled at? Because Chance will be organizer manufacturing takes a while seriously. Also, you can't do any worse than Mary, so you should be good. You don't know me. Because Mary plays like a ton of League. Like Mary at least like I don't play these types of games. My lore is I have a couple of family members that either still play or used to play a lot of games like this. One WoW in particular, and just like almost died. Not actually, but like he stopped eating or sleeping. And I just remember looking at my cousin being like, I'm never playing this game. And I've stuck to that until now. Here we go. But yeah, I think I'll probably be okay being yelled at. I'm usually not okay with being yelled at, but for content, I'm better, if that makes sense. Like, if my boss at work yells at me, I am gonna be fucked up for days. But like, if I'm on like Zerka and get yelled at by like 20 different people who just like hate women, I don't know, it bothers me less. I don't know. Not to say that Chance hates women. That's not what I mean. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just like when it's like on screen, even if they're serious, it like doesn't bother me as much because I know it's like content. I don't know. There's something about it. I'm sure Soda Poppin loves women. But yeah, I also think it would be funny for him to get genuinely mad at me as well. I think that would add to it. Especially because I've never actually interacted with Soda ever. Because the only time that we sort of overlapped was when he voted me off, but I wasn't, that's the episode I wasn't on. You weren't on that episode, so I've never actually interacted with him like speech-wise. I think that would be a great way to get revenge on Soda Poppin, is just have him have to deal with me playing a game that I don't know anything about. 30% is a lot of cows. Was it cows or was it? Oh, herd. Oh, I guess it was cows. I heard herd and I just imagined deer. Why would this guy have 200 deer? I'm sorry. It's definitely cows. A bovine. I don't know. Small curd is like a lower size. That's true. Europe, yes. Mode is so late that Europe people are waking up. How can you not pull the oops my net lagged card? Oh, absolutely. Like I'm just gonna do dumb shit. League is a harder game. No matter how good you are at WoW, will probably come down to how interested you are and how much time you put into learning it. Oof. Not as much time as I should is gonna be the answer. She might find love in WoW. He hates real women. I like how both of you say he loves 2D women. Are you saying I might find love in WoW because my onion spell and my candle spell will work out and I will find the love of my life playing WoW? I hope not. I hope that's not where I find someone. We don't need two of... I think that we got in a not a fight, but definitely a disagreement. It was me, Mary Maybe, and Blue Squadron, I think, because I think Sardako wasn't there. But there was a whole group of us, and we were all talking about whether you should date a streamer if you were a streamer. And Mary and Blue Squadron were fully on the data streamer side. Well, especially Blue Squadron. I don't actually remember. I think Mary was pro, but Blue was definitely very pro. And I was very anti. I think it's the way I feel about streaming, and like, you know, it's not my full-time job. So I think I take this too seriously, but sometimes you want to prepare for the job you want, not the job you have. But like, I consider streaming, like, it is a part-time job of mine, right? Like, it's not my full-time job, but it is, like, I make income from it. I have had opportunities from, like, I've had direct career opportunities from streaming. Like, people have seen that I've streamed on my resume, and they said that was one of the reasons they looked at it again, which is, like, crazy. But like, obviously that was, like, game specific. Don't try and do that to get, like, a job at a bank or something. But yeah, like, I consider streaming a job, and for me, it's like, I don't know, like, for me, would you date someone at work? Like, you can, but you have to notify HR, and it's a whole thing, and you probably shouldn't be a supervisor or a manager, and, you know, if it doesn't work out, you have to see them every day. And, like, the internet's one big office. You run into people all the time. Like, people think it's, like, this big space. It's not. Like, the amount of people, like, I've been streaming for 6 years. The amount of people that, like, stick around are small. Like, there's a ton of people that go in and out, but the amount of people that are just, like, consistently here are small. So you're bet your fucking ass. Like, it doesn't matter if they live in Australia, it doesn't matter if they live in England, you're gonna run into them real quick, you know? And it's gonna be weird. So I'm very anti it. I understand people's perspective for dating streamers, because it's like, if you are a full-time streamer, you have a crazy life. You are on 24/7, but a lot of the stuff that you do kind of seems like bullshit to a lot of people. It's just like, honey, I have to, like, grind this WoW thing. And if you're not a streamer, you're just like, so you're just ditching me to play this game, right? So it's like, you kind of need people who understand the space. But I feel like you can have people who understand the space and not be both in it. I just think it's just too much, you know? I think it's too much. Let's see. Where's our 4D women? Yeah, everyone here going after 3D women when they're, you know, I'm dating the 4D women out here. What do you? You would be a good warlock. Curses, spells, summon demons. That sounds sick. In the group call on Monday, Chance was like, "We're gonna need a new tank," and Mary chimes in and says, "I can be tank." And Chance was me like, "Mary, no, you're not tanking." I assure you, however bad Mary is, I will be worse. Whatever, you forget his name, exactly. You have a couple streamers that married their mods. See, like, that's what I mean. Like, that sounds like you, like, I feel like that's sort of like a manager employee, or like, there's like definitely some like weird, like, don't do that. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I'm sure it worked out for them great, but I'm just saying, like, based on like me viewing it as like a job, that seems like an HR issue, you know? But luckily there is no HR, so it's just actually, or unluckily, there's no HR. So streamers just, it's wild out here. Dan Clancy seems to get easy to get in contact with. Dan Clancy's decent HR. So I actually, what if I become please don't make me be the could you imagine if I was the HR of Twitch? Not like Twitch the company, but just like the stream, like the drama, like the streaming side. That would be fucking awful. Like, Dr. Disrespect would be the tip of the iceberg. I would like not be able to go back on this website. I ran into Dan Clancy once. I accosted him outside the bathroom. I was touring Twitch HQ. This sounds made up. I swear to God. I was touring Twitch HQ in SF. And he came out of the bathroom. And I was with a group of people, and we were excited. We was like, oh my God, that's Dan Clancy. So we just happened to be there. We were talking, and he came out of the bathroom. I know, it sounds made up. I could attest, I could tell someone who's here who's like, has some like pretty real Trust. There's a lot of stories I say that like do not sound real. Like I understand. Like there's things where it's like I say and it's like you don't have to believe me. Hello, gaming uncontrollably. Thanks for the follow. But we were literally standing around and he happened to be coming outside the bathroom, and we were like, "That's Dan Clancy." And then one of my friends who goes into his stream is like, "Oh, hey, here's my," and then she said her username. And he's like, "Oh, I remember that." And then slowly we all introduced ourselves to Dan Clancy. So we just, yeah, we kind of, I mean, we didn't know he was going to be there. Like we weren't, but we just happened to like be standing in front, and then we accosted Dan Clancy outside the bath. This is I know this sounds like not real. I could find people who were involved. One of them was staff at the time, so I could pull receipts. But if you don't want to believe me, it's fine. It's just I'm aware it sounds made up, but I did meet Dan Clancy after accosting him outside the bathroom. I don't know if I've ever said that on stream because it was just like so awkward. We were just like, man, should we have done that? Like after, just like, so it is moat. So I know this weird story happens. Like there's things that I say out loud that I'm just like, there's no way you should believe me. Like I got kicked out. I've said this before. I got kicked out of an A$AP Rocky after party, or like after the concert or whatever. I was backstage and I got backstage and A$AP Rocky was there. And before I could meet him, my friends started taking pictures, like Snapchats or something of them like rolling joints. And they're like, what are you can't just do that. So they threw her out. And then I had to leave because I was with her. And I have no photo proof of that because again, I immediately got kicked out. So that's another story. I'm like, do you believe that? It 100,000% happened, but yeah, I know it doesn't sound like it did. That sounds fake as shit, but I swear to God it happened. I don't know what to say. Isaac, thank you so much for the follow. Just a group of people hanging out, waiting outside the bathroom for Dan Clancy. Not insane at all. No deers, no dolls. Hoped he washed his hands. That might be another thing. He may have not washed his hands. We've all kind of indirectly touched Dan Clancy's penis. Oh no! I really hope he washed his hands. I didn't think about that. Dan is approachable, generally will stop and talk. Oh, he was so nice about it. But I was like, he shouldn't have been. You know what I mean? No, we need our charm, sorry. Like, he shouldn't have been nice about it. It was a weird thing for us to do. But yeah, he's a really nice dude. Let's see. Not deer. We're doing terrible at this. All right. 911 call. April 3rd, 2009. Victim, age unknown, gender unknown, dials 911 to request assistance from animal services. The victim is stood within a forest in front of a Cervus elaphus, which is violently contorting. That is a red deer. The animal is repeatedly ramming itself into a tree, covered in blood and viscera. The victim begins to state, "You'd better get a vet or something. I don't think it's well," before a piercing screech is heard and the line falls silent. Recovered footage depicts the aforementioned animal squirming, seemingly in pain. A viscous churning is audible as a black mass erupts out of the instance and the video turns to static. For anyone who just got here, this may be very confusing for you. Thank you so much, Limited Free, for the subscription. I appreciate. Thank you. November 10th, 2012. Victim, age 23 male, is a junior wildlife officer at Cherokee National Forest, Tennessee. They radio their supervisor in early evening regarding a herd of Autocoilus virgineus within the reserve. That's a white-tailed deer. Supposedly, there's a single animal that upon first glance appears average, although possesses divergent attributes, including backwards joints, an enlarged abdomen, and forward-facing eyes. Upon stating this, a distant whistle is audible, and the victim stumbles slightly. They began to say, "What the? Did it just whistle at me?" before the sound of hooves rapidly getting closer is heard. Notably, the hoof steps did not sound to be in the traditional gallop of a cervid. First streamer to ever get my name right. You're too smart for this platform. Let's go! I think I definitely got it wrong the first few times. I'm glad I eventually got it right. Are there real zombie deer that attack people? Dan's just the type of boss you want to have because he wants to get out there among the masses and hear what they have to say rather than just be antisocial. Yeah, I mean, thank you. I don't know why his hype train started. Thank you so much for the sub, Dex. If we make it to level 2 hype train, we will do the hype train song. Chronic wasting syndrome. Yeah, that's what we're talking about here. I think, yeah, because the before Dan, there was, what was his name? But, like, he sort of made more sense as, like, a CEO because of, like, a Twitch company. Because, like, let's be honest, he's, like, kind of a nerd. Emmett, yeah, he, like, kind of couldn't talk to people, didn't really like socializing and, like, being out in public and, like, handshaking. But it sort of makes sense because, like, a lot of people who, like, do engineering, computer stuff are pretty awkward, right? But I think it's fine that, like, he was shy, but I think it is good. Dan has really helped, like, PR-wise Twitch. Like, I think Emmett really helped build the platform, but then when, like, people started to really turn on it, Dan has really saved a lot of, like, the perception of Twitch. So I think both of them are very, I think both of them are effective, but, like, in different ways. And I think generally, I feel like CEOs, you want them to be a little more front-facing. But again, like, you all, like, I don't know. You want people to do the work, but you also want people to be good at socializing, and often the two don't mix. It's hard to be good at, because it's like, I dated someone who was a computer science person, and the amount of hours you spend in there, it's like, it's not a lot of time to gain, like, great social skills. Hello, Thick Boyo, the Fart Gang. Is the Fart Gang here? Had to subscribe, the voices told me to. Excellent. You had to dig to see who Emmett was. Yeah, he was very, I think he did that even with staff. I think he was quite shy. They're still very unprofitable, but Amazon's still supporting them. I feel like Dan's probably helping with that, right? Like, Dan keeping a front face and keeping, like, as long as, like, there's less, like, there was a time where Twitch was people were very, very mad at Twitch. I feel like since Dan, I've heard less negative stuff about Twitch. So I feel like that actually might save them, because it's like Amazon's like, all right, well, this isn't a PR nightmare. I guess we'll keep it going for a bit. I don't know. Yeah, the fact they're still in profit. I don't understand how technology works. How have they been going for so long and they're still not profitable? It doesn't make sense to me. Thank you for the follow, Fizco man. I think he's making changes for the good, but still not there. Asmon's about to put ads on. Twitch will go into the black for once. Yeah, it's profitable, but it's also, like, not profitable. I don't understand business. Okay, here we go. We're gonna read another one. December 10th, 2012. The aforementioned victim's supervisor calls authorities following the victim's absence from the reserve shift night. Following this, their radio begins to crackle. The victim's voice can be heard on the other end, and he requests the supervisor's attention. He calls regarding a herd of Odocoilus virgineus within the reserve. They claim there is a single animal that upon first glance appears average, though possesses divergent attributes, including backwards joints, an enlarged abdomen, and forward-facing eyes. Suspecting the creature to be a rare genetic malformation, the victim requests their supervisor to come to the location. The supervisor questions the victim about what happened the night previous. There is no reply. Upon the supervisor and law enforcement's arrival at the site, a herd of approximately 80 Odocoilus virgineus was present. A single entity is in the field center and appeared to be standing separately from the rest of the group. It flees the scene upon realizing the law enforcement's presence. Where it formerly stood lay a park ranger's standard two-way radio. Damn. Yo, I think the not deer called that in. That's crazy. Yes, please follow me on Twitter. I refuse to call it X. It's stupid. It takes a lot of bandwidth. Yeah, I think it's just because of the constant streaming. It's like kind of a hard business model to ever make super profitable. And there's a lot of, like, waste too. Like, there's a lot of Twitch streams that just kind of stream like lo-fi 24 hours, which is like, Or sometimes just like nothing, like not even lo-fi, like literally like sometimes they'll just stream like weird static. Like there's a lot of bandwidth just being wasted on literal garbage. Twitch is a loss leader. Oh no, you don't really want to be called the loss leader. Thank you so much, Level Train. Level 1 hype train, yes, 2 gifts. I appreciate it. Sounds like a Reddit mod. Wait, what? Cash flow turns into cash machine over time if the business model is right. So we're the not dear alien? I don't know. All of the service it takes to keep the VOD stores. Yeah, yeah, it seems like I don't know how to fix it. I'm not a scientist. Biggest reason why Twitch Korea shut down was despite numerous efforts to minimize overhead streaming costs, they were still operating at massive loss to the point. Yeah, Korea's bandwidth operating prices. Yeah, I heard it was just like unsustainable, which sucks because if y'all know Munchkin Jessie, she had to switch to YouTube and that really sucks. That's like her job. Like that's, you know, for me, it's like I'm lucky to be able to stream part-time and like make some money for it, but it's not like my job. Like that is how she pays the bills. Like that is so horrible and like scary to just like lose that, you know? I don't know. And it's not like other jobs where it's like, say you're like a, I don't know, construction worker and then you get fired and it's like, oh, well, I'll just go to another construction site. It's like there's nothing really like Twitch. So she's on YouTube, but it's a really hard pivot. I guess there's Kick, but like she does wholesome Fallout content, you know? I feel like that's not really Kick's not like the best place for that. You know what I mean? All right, next one. August 4th, 2016. Victim, age 35, female, dials 911 using a satellite phone, distressed. They state that they are in, redacted, county woods and are being followed. She claims that, despite seeing no one for the duration of her hike, she feels as though she's being watched and has heard someone walking behind her at various points in the trip. The victim is unable to give an adequate description of her location, but knows the route to return to her residence. Operators request the victim to return to a point wherein she can provide a sufficient geographic description of her position. The victim remains on the line for the duration of the hike, back to a readily used portion of the wilderness trail. Along the journey, various unnatural sounds can be heard. These include footsteps, rock slides, coughing, whispering, and whistling. Near the main trail, all woodland noises, such as birds and wind, cease suddenly, and the victim states she can see a malformed deer carcass coated in a thick layer of black slime-like substance. At this time, human screams can be heard in the distance. Operators request the victim continue and ignore other stimuli. Agents embedded in local law enforcement, suspecting not deer involvement, notify Gamma 4 to the situation. 20 minutes later, the victim returns to the main trail. Gamma 4, now operating the 911 call, informs the victim to not respond to any further unusual activity and briefly outlines service protocol, which is do not acknowledge this creature. For the duration of the victim's journey to her home, 2 sets of breathing are audible. Hate that. The victim successfully returns to her residence and shuts the door behind her. Now out of sight from not deer, agents inquire upon the victim's address and the victim promptly complies. Operatives instruct the victim to have possession of all firearms and weapons on the premises and barricade herself inside a safe space with 1 exfil point. The victim swiftly begins grabbing all available weapons and throwing them inside a wardrobe. It is at this time there is a knock on the front door. The victim does not respond and continues to hoard sharp objects from kitchen drawers. The knocking becomes more violent as the handle is being jostled and shaken incessantly. A voice on the other side repeats the phrase, "Hello, it is me. Hello, let me in a calm manner as the door begins to shake. The victim retreats to her wardrobe, armed with a small firearm. Upon sealing herself in the space, the knocking ceases and footsteps can be heard, decreasing in volume. The sound of galloping is audible as the front door caves in. Hoofsteps can now be heard inside the home. The entity continues to repeat, "Hello, it is me. Hello, let me in," as it searches the small building. A bright light flashes overhead, seemingly circling the house. Eventually, the entity enters the victim's bedroom. Through a small slit in the wardrobe door, the victim can see a Cervus canadensis, which is an elk, standing on its hind legs and surveying the room. Its movements are crooked and stiff, seeming to struggle to stand in a bipedal fashion. It slouches down to the quadrupedal crouch, similar to the stance of an arachnid. It inhales heavily, and its head locks on the view of the wardrobe. It is noted as possessing human eyes. It scampers towards the subject and opens the door. A single gunshot is heard. Responders found no trace of either the not deer or the victim. Damn. Damn. All right. Buried quarters. Yeah. My reading is going backwards. Hello, it is me. So the gunshot was what? Someone shot the gun because she had a gun on her. So either the terrifying deer thing or the woman shot the gun. But when they went to the scene, neither were found, which is not ideal. A good way to understand how much it costs to stream is to watch Pirate Software's video, where he has a program where you can input a number of viewers' stream quality, and our stream will crank out a number of how much it costs just to stream one channel. Yeah, it's wild. And there's a lot of dead air here. Hello, it is me. Hello, Serial. Dogemaster, thank you for the follow as well. What is up with their operators? I hear some knives scrapping against the wall in the other room. Operator, go and check. Yeah, all these 911 operators should be fired. All right. Here we go. It should be noted that this represents a small fraction of human to not deer encounters, as the majority of occasions go unnoticed and undocumented. On each of these occasions, all assorted video, photographs, and objects were confiscated by MTF Gamma 4, who also called off public investigation. Cover stories, 35A home break-in, and 898 Gamma missing 411 were successfully implemented. So now we have an addendum here. First, good work, sorry. Addendum 6448.2, Incident 6448 Alpha. On November 29th, 2019, MTF Gamma 4, or Green Stags, successfully detained and captured an instance of not deer with the assistance of MTF Nu 7, Hammer Downs, Heavy Vehicles Division, and highly experimental shock rifles. The resulting skirmish left a single instance unconscious, which was swiftly placed aboard a armored CH-47 Chinook helicopter en route to Site 44 in England to prevent outside assistance. Upon reaching the site, the sedated entity was transferred to a containment cell without incident. The following is a log of events after. Okay. Here we go. We have some logs here. Date, November 30th, 2019, Site 44, Foulness Island, England. Moat, hey Raven, it's nice to see you. What's Pete Davidson's cryptive number? 72. There you go. Yeah, I was going to say that. Indus Thing, is this sound so serious? Am I too late? No, we are about to read. You're in luck. We're at the end. Also, it's great to see you, Indus Thing. We have already finished instance of SCP-6448, aka Not Deer, which is an entity that looks like a deer but is highly dangerous and uncontained. But luckily, there is sort of like an addendum after thing where there has been a log of events where they actually captured one of these entities, which is the first time. So we are actually reading the log of the first capturing of SCP-6448, aka Not Deer. The deer from Adventure Time? Absolutely not. Absolutely, that's not the deer. Do you not see it here? Not deer! Is this not clear? Okay. SCP number 6448. Okay. Perfect. All right, here we go. Begin log. Not Deer instance is contained within a large reinforced steel containment cell, having just awoken from heavy sedation. Cryptozoology specialist F. Oz stands in front of a large one-way glass window that encompasses the room's south sides. Oz. Greetings, not dear. The instant suddenly bolts upright and stares at the intercom. Oz. Can you understand me? We've seen your genus speak English just fine in the past. The instance does not respond. It begins licking its arm. Please, we know your secret. The instance pauses. Oz. Admittedly, it wasn't exactly well kept. If you just look at yourself for more than a few seconds, it's very clear that you're not normal. The instance is stood facing away from the window. Its neck swivels 180 degrees, visibly breaking multiple vertebrae as there's an audible crack. It does not blink. Oz, to containment staff. I thought you said this is one way. Staff mumbling, it is one way. The instance's gaze remains locked on researcher Oz. Oz, are you something imitating deer? It is clear that if so, you possess basic anatomical knowledge on them, though details are faulty. In fact, a better question would be, how, assuming you're not what you pretend to be? The instance opens its mouth, which contains abnormally sharp teeth. Its jaws move in a manner similar to imitate speech. No intelligible dialect is heard. Rather, a sound similar to gagging or choking is audible. Oz. Shall we move on? What I'm more concerned with here is why you take our people. Is it to settle a vendetta? For food or spite? The instance blinks for the first time in the interview. The movement is noticeably forced. Oz. Responding is mandatory. The instance shows no reaction. Oz, sternly. If you will not comply, maybe you'd like to see our brand new containment cell, not dear. Not dear. Research. The instance speaks in a distorted version of Oz's own voice. Oz, research? What kind of not dear? July 7th, 1947. The instance suddenly rams the 20-inch thick one-way glass, cracking it slightly. Oz stumbles backwards. The instance begins to collapse. It contorts violently and begins screaming. Its abdomen bulges and writhes. Oz says, "Get the stags in here now!" A black, viscous, tenderly mass erupts out of the instance's side. It leaps and squirms around the shell before shattering the view window. The remaining carcass is entirely hollow. Site 44 breach system. Containment breach detected. All personnel, report to the nearest safe room. Containment sector 4. Blast doors will seal in 10 seconds. The tendrilless mass swiftly maneuvers outside of the Sector 4 in seconds, clearing the lockdown area. It travels in the direction of the main exit. Burp. Full site lockdown initiated. Locking main exit in 5 seconds. The mass clears the main desk. It shatters the glass on the front exit and disappears into the outside shrubbery. It should have been me. Shit, sneaky end. Highly immersed, yeah. End log. That's just how it ends. So that's not great. So I guess we did contain it, but then we didn't. Whoopsies! I don't know. A 2-month-long search proved inefficient in locating the escaped anomaly. Additionally, since this incident, there has been an unprecedented increase of CWD-afflicted deer and UFO reports in the area surrounding Site 44. Further research is ongoing. There we go. And that is not deer, everyone. Please clap. Okay, so that was good. We are, again, I kind of have to have a relatively short stream because I'm dying. But we will do a little bit of some OTK reacting. I think that would be good. I think we're just going to move on to the next episode because anyone we want to see made it to the next episode, so we're just gonna do that, I guess. So this is chapter 8, or episode 8, meaning the chapter 2. They make this so fucking confusing. Chapter 2, it's like the second episode, but it's episode 8 of the whole show. The barbecue's tomorrow. The barbecue's the finale, right? So we're gonna find out who wins. Exciting. She's dying. It must be the smell of the onion. There's just been a lot going on. Please, 07's in chat to make sure, just making it, you know? Mary says she isn't crashing. She isn't crashing, like, what do you mean? Oh, the barbecue? Mary's awesome. I'm excited to... Hopefully I'll see Mary when I get there in October. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. We got this, chat. All right. So, yes, please follow me on Twitter. The barbecue, she lives in Austin. Yeah. I figured what you meant by that. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah. I feel like even though she has quite good rapport, perhaps crashing is not the best idea. Part of me would want to, though. Part of me would try. Ow! Ooh, I just pinched my... Oh! Didn't like that. I pinched my finger really hard on that. Alright. So we are now meeting the contestants. We're doing this for a very short amount of time, y'all. We're doing this for... we're doing this for a little bit. But I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for bearing with me. I know I'm not at my best, but I still... am enjoying being here. I think we still had a good time, you know? And it's only, if it only gets better than this, that's pretty damn good. That's what I think. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree, but that's what I think about this. That's what I believe. Hey, today it's nice to see you. How are you doing? We are doing some more reacting. We're react. Just call me React Simulator. Reactinator. So when does housemate come in not deer costume? What an upsetting cosplay that would be. What an upsetting cosplay. Alright, here we go.
Welcome to the show. It's early, it's noon. I woke up at a normal human time today. Hi chat, how—
It's noon? Was it noon when I was there? Did I do it at noon? There's no way. Did I start at noon? Was it noon for chapter 1?
I'm very excited to be here today for episode 2 of OTK's top streamer presented
I know, but
by
just like
Progressive. Thank
like
you.
noon's a normal time, but you have to be all ready for it. I think that's what hurts. Hi, Emmy. Yeah. I think it was later, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. There's no way it was 10 a.m. I think it was like. Yeah, it's definitely... They definitely moved it earlier. That sucks. I would have done so much worse this chapter, like, just because of the time. That's crazy. Thank God.
Thank you, as always, to Progressive for making this show possible. And if you don't know, this show is every week at noon. So
yeah.
Every Thursday.
Yeah, gamer
at
hours.
This time.
That's a disgusting
next week
thing.
It'll be July 3rd, though. Just
for
a heads up so that
PST people.
We're not streaming during the 4th of July. Real voice? What do you mean? I just woke up.
Oh yeah, I like how everybody
Mike,
accuses
bro.
like
Sounds
Emily
like
and Emeru of having a
shut
real
up.
and fake voice.
Anyway, so yeah,
I feel
today
like
we're gonna
Emeru
be
always sounds
meeting
exactly the same. I don't
contestants for the
understand what
first
this
time.
like trying to catch
Last
him.
week
Like
we,
she has a secret voice.
Only got to see their videos, but today we're actually
I would
gonna
also
be
buy her Legos.
watching them do stuff, so that'll be fun. And I'm joined today by 2 of my friends who are gonna be hanging out with me and
My neighbor's answering my
going
request
through
for
this
soil.
Experience. First of all is Techie, the gotcha wonder.
She is
Hello,
super
Tectone,
adorbs.
how are you today?
I'm
For
doing
my
so
onion,
good.
it's
I
a whole
love that
thing.
Introduction. Really excited to be here to be the judge,
Is
jury, and
something actually
executioner.
wrong with my mic?
No, you're fine.
They're just fucking
Okay.
with it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
no, the problem
your
is
whole
that you have a
life.
stupid voice, and so chat's just calling you out for that.
Your whole
It's okay.
life as a streamer
Yeah,
is just
we can walk
chat
through this.
telling you
After
things
what
aren't
Rolanda
working
did,
aren't
to be
working
honest,
when
I'm
they
still
are.
surprised that you can even talk. Are you excited to get crushed by that later today too?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure
Cool.
it'll be a good time.
It won't. Not for you. It'd be a great time for
I feel like I
Rolanda.
gotta make
I'm
this
sure
bigger.
For people,
I'm
watching me
not
suffer will be fun.
dirty. I
But yeah.
I'm just trying to plant an onion,
I'm very
man.
excited to be a part of OTK's Top Streamer. Love this, love
yeah.
supporting smaller streamers and letting the people know who should give up on their dreams because they're just not good content. It's going to be great. Can't wait. Someone should have told me that years ago, but somehow I lucked myself into a great position of power, and now I get to abuse it. Can't wait.
That's so real. Like, that's so real. I think Tectone is one of the funniest people. Like, I know Tectone has done some problematic things. But, like, humor-wise, Tectone is just, like, on. I think Tectone is one of the funniest people in OTK. I'm gonna call it. Just, like, so quick, so sharp. And it's, like, that's so real. I feel like, you know, obviously Soda Poppin and Asmongold, they had to be, you know, they had to be harsh. Someone has to be harsh as the judge. But, like, I think there's this, like, definite disconnect with a lot of, like, streamers who have, like, made it versus streamers who haven't. Who are just like, oh, yeah, you suck. Your content's bad. Give up on your dreams. But, like, meanwhile, like, a lot of the reasons why a lot of streamers do well, like, obviously you have a fair amount of talent, but you also do get lucky. And there's a lot of people who are small and are incredible content and just will never do well because they don't get lucky, they don't get a break, you know? And so I love that Tectones just, like, acknowledges that here. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you to give up on your dreams. Meanwhile, like, I was absolutely someone who should have, like, there's tons of people exactly like Tectone who will never make it. But now he has a position of power, so he gets to do it. Like, it's so real. Nightmares. Hey, Treasures, nice to see you. That's fitting for this channel. Tectone's funny even though he made trouble. I feel like we're just canceling people for things they didn't do. Tectone is the funniest outside of Will. I feel like I don't listen to Will enough because I feel like I don't know how funny Will is.
Can't wait to be here.
Ready to crush your dreams today. Yeah, of course.
Cool.
Then also joining us today, very cool guy. I feel like I haven't seen him in 10 fucking years. It's Seer, everybody.
Oh, is there no Nick this time?
Hi, Seer.
Hey gamers, so excited to be here on OTK Top Streamer with some of my best friends, OTK Amaru, and we got
I can't see this background without seeing Mary Maybe's most incredible copying of the background. Like, that was just, like, fucking top tier. I literally, because I wasn't really paying attention, because, like, that episode, as you know, there was, like, or those of you may know, I had so much technical difficulties. It was the most stressful stream of my entire fucking life. The internet wasn't working. I had to stream it on my cell phone. I was having a heart attack. So out of the corner of my eye, I saw her, and I just assumed it was a green screen. And people were like, oh, she just made the set. I'm like, no, she didn't. I looked, and it was, like, just, she copied it so hilariously. So good. I did get it done. I can't believe that was like I was so close, man. The last episode, it was like a hair. Jesus. Oh my God. That episode just gonna haunt me. Nick is in Spain. Oh, okay. Seer never fails to fill me up with his humor. Why would you phrase it like that?
the Gotcha Wonder.
I had to. Yeah, I didn't know it was like an impersonation thing. I was focused more on the presentation, which I also biffed. So.
It's
Is
everyone just making fun of Everu's mic?
I can't tell. I can't hear it, so I don't know.
Ooh, I
It's
really.
totally fine.
Just to cause no further inconvenience, the microphone is fine, guys.
Oh, I just realized, I'm like, why is this not working? It's because I fucking cropped it. Wait, I cropped this like an idiot. I was like, how come I move this and it looks so stupid? It's fucking cropped. It was like, what is, so dumb. Look at this. Just, what am I doing with my life? I love that. It's just like, I just need to let you know they're fucking with you, Everett. We just can't, we just have to get started.
I'm doing the good old
We can't just troll all the time.
A technique that is great as a streamer that we like to implement
All
quite
right.
often.
So we are skipping to, because we don't have time, we're skipping to the people who made it to a certain round, right? And if anyone has any requests, we will go to them. But in the meantime, we are looking at Bamfa, Berry Crep, Hog, J-Rose, Toxic Bunny. Oh, that's what you guys were talking about, Zizik, or whatever. And then KQ Marky next door office drummer. All right, so Bamfa is one of them. Here we go.
Yeah, I hope that you make it through, because I think he's on next week, so... Of a
right, here we go.
handicap in the tournament, probably. But, I mean, we'll see how she does. Now people are saying that she speaks English.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, does KQ not speak
maybe I'm
English?
just a hater. Who knows, man?
Yeah, she'll be fine. Alright, so soon we're gonna be, introing the contestants, but first of all, I need to talk about the Progressive Claim to Fame, brought to you by Progressive. The next challenge will be seeing if you could save on car insurance.
I'm sorry. I understand that I've benefited from them indirectly, but they never directly send me any money, so we're skipping the ad.
Hell yeah. I think that we can just get straight into
Let's just jump into
interviewing the contestants.
Let's just jump into it.
Before we watch them. So the first one we can talk to is Mr. Bamfa.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Hello, hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Do any of the other judges have questions for him?
Bamfa fans? Bamfa made it quite far.
How was the feeling when the other two dipshit judges tried to kick you off last time, and then I said, you better golden buzzer, man.
Bro, I'm so glad that you said that. I'm so...
Yep.
Oh wait, so Tectone golden buzzard this guy?
The feeling when the other two dipshit judges tried to kick you off last time, and then I said, you better golden buzzer, man.
Bro, I'm so glad that you said that. I'm so...
Yep.
Bro,
oh, so this is one of me. Golden buzzer. Golden buzzer. Let's go.
These people, they don't understand people like you, man, for the way I understand. Okay, these people can't
Oh,
understand
Tex
that
was
someone
leading
is full of energy, full of life.
But did he get saved through the golden buzzer, or was it just like Emmy just said no?
It's like I be depressed or something.
Well, he did with Mark was bad. Oh, so he got eliminated. Did he get eliminated?
He faking it because he hates himself.
Bro, it'd be so sad.
Emery Golden Bars, nice.
It's crazy because Soda Pop was like the first streamer I ever watched, like ever.
The next episode?
Same, man.
Are you sure it was the next episode or in 2 episodes? Because this is like the second one, right?
That Soda's a very nice and friendly guy. Nice to everybody.
Bro, Soda Press?
Everyone just starts laughing.
Like, that's literally his thing.
Yep.
Yeah, he wants everybody to hate everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that you make it through, because I think he's on next week, so...
Soda Pop is on next week?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
I never got to talk to Soda Pop. This bullshit.
God. I can't wait.
When is the next episode?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, right?
Jesus.
The finale. It's the finale of chapter 2, right?
If you
Alright.
get a furry reference, that'll make him happy. I think that might actually be a way
Please
to
correct me if I'm wrong,
you
chat.
really
I believe it is tomorrow.
Chat,
Yeah.
is that true?
Yeah. I would say
The final showdown.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. That sounds great to me.
Good tips here.
I'm a just as the first.
Oh, so we're just...
For your challenge today, what are you planning to do, or would you rather just get into it and show us?
Okay, I was like, are we coming back to them, or are we doing it now?
I have my night costume on.
When are we starting the timer?
I'm ready to go. Alright, today, as you guys all know, the Elden Ring DLC just released. But the thing about it is, I have yet to face the strongest enemy in the game. Now, do you guys know who that is?
Yeah, whoever said this dude was chill, I agree. This dude is cool. I'm glad that Tectone saw something. I agree. I mean, off first blush, I agree this person should have continued. What's happening in September? I don't know. I'm sleeping. Wake me up when it ends. Am I right?
It's not Mesmer. It's not the Elden Beast.
It's yourself.
Yes. Exactly.
Of course.
I love this guy. I feel like this is someone you'd see at a club. This is the guy that you run into a club, you're drunk, he's drunk, and he's just like coming up and saying some shit to you just out of the blue and is like, yo, and just like starts talking to you like he's your best friend. And you're just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but absolutely we're having this conversation now. Like, this is that guy. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, you just run in, you're at the 7-Eleven or something, and the bars are closed, and he's like, yo, I gotta tell you this. And I'm like, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. I just love this. This dude's energy is great.
Melania. Oh god, I'm sorry. Not Melania.
Yeah, Melania.
All right.
Melania.
Sounds good. Multipliers
Yeah,
is good
I'm gonna be
nickname.
taking this
Bye
hot
today's.
shit. fighting Millennia. I'm gonna try to like do some staggered
Stop.
cheese.
Yes, I don't go
I'm not
outside.
trying to make
Just
it,
imagine
like,
that image.
Nah, I'm
It's
just kidding. That's gonna be crazy.
incredible.
But, like, I'm gonna take
I
this
feel like
hot
I've
chip.
met this exact man.
I'm not gonna drink a sip of anything
That's
until
crazy.
I beat your boss. Unless the chat allows me every time I die. If I look at the chat and they say you can take a sip, I'll take a sip of milk. But if they say no, then I don't take a sip and I have
No
to
one's
suffer
gonna
throughout
type
the
that.
no
entire
one-
time.
no
I
one's
know.
gonna type
That's
that.
I
the
love
best part.
this.
Shit.
Take some. Buddy, that's the best part. Listen, that is the
Okay.
best part. I cannot wait. All right, now if I
Just
can
make
get
sure
this.
when you're going to go fight Millennia, what build are you going to use? Because if you pull up with some Mimic Tier magic, use a
Milena,
Belcher,
that's so
nobody's-
funny
no,
that he
good.
said Milena
No,
first.
good.
Absolutely not. I was, bro,
I'm
you know how
sorry.
easy, you know how fast this would go? I would take the hot chip and immediately spit it out. It would take like 2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, what happens if you beat it too quick then, man? What are you gonna do?
He said beat it too quick.
Yeah, what are you gonna
Just him.
I love this guy.
No,
I
bro,
agree.
If I one-shot it, I would have to automatically get it. Like, chat would have to say yes.
do? That's
Chat
true.
would
That's a
have
good
to say
point.
yes.
True, true.
It would.
Okay, well, we're ready to start whenever you are.
Oh God.
Good luck, if
Oh,
you're ready.
Oh Jesus
Guys, don't
Christ.
die or you'll get banned.
Well,
I'll try not to.
perma band. Like,
Actually, no. Let me just get. Let me stop. All right. Here's the chip.
I look at his gloves.
Why is this so big?
Oh, gee.
Jesus Christ. That's what she said. All right,
I
now
knew
I'm
he was gonna say
take
that. Shoes. I love this guy.
All right, I guess we're gonna get started.
We're doing this? Okay.
Yeah, he's starting.
Hey, you're already drinking.
All right, I guess his 6 minutes start now, so we're gonna tune into his stream now and watch him attempt this chip challenge. All right, I guess we're gonna get started.
We're doing this? Okay.
This is my kind
Oh,
of sauce.
now
This
we're
is my kind
hearing
of sauce right
them
here.
God.
double.
The amount of
Oh,
armor
God.
he's wearing is insane.
Holy
Oh
Can
my
everybody see my
God.
stream?
Holy
oh God, it's
shit.
already spicy.
I've never seen this build before.
All right.
What is blood boil
The trick
aromatic?
is, I failed at this many times, and I
a few
probably will
balls?
fail again.
Do they do
seppuku
Trick
build?
with this is to
Games
soak
every
Stab
time?
yourself
Okay, they don't always do
Take
that.
damage,
Got it.
deal more damage.
with the weapon
Free
in game.
pot.
Chat says when he can drink
Walk through
milk
the
and
door.
water.
It's already
Okay.
crazy
Using a
spicy.
shield but two-handing.
Is he allowed
I don't know why he's
water?
doing that.
Already
I don't
crazy
get why he's
spicy.
doing that.
I have to drink the mixed physic. Oh, Millennia, please. Let's
Okay.
make this quick. Oh God.
He's
The
actually handling
idea
this
of
much
just
more
doing
than I would. I'd be
any
honest.
boss
forgot that he-
live for a
Yeah.
competition is stressful.
Okay,
The
yeah.
idea of doing that while your mouth is on fire is like you are playing this competition on hard mode. Like, are you serious? Like, it's content, but like, damn, that's stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's so intense. Like, just doing this,
Yeah, he's
Oh
fucked.
my God.
just playing it,
Why is he
lucidly,
sipping? Why is this bitch sipping his coffee?
knowing
He's
that
off.
these three people are
Today's the
watching
day
you is
that you
already
die.
so stressful.
Did he just skim ass?
Come on.
He just scammed us. His chat did not say that. Well, I'm pulling up his chat right now.
I think it's getting to the second level.
Have you played Dark Souls? I have not. I think that's a bad idea for everyone involved.
my
That's a bad
face
idea
getting
for y'all. It's a bad
red?
idea for me.
Okay.
Okay, seppuku. Yep. Pre-pop.
Oh God.
Dude, he's got like 4 attempts left.
Yep.
Oh my
He's got
God.
it.
There's no
We're
way.
gonna hit this time.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Can't be worse than Kai. Yeah, I feel like
I
there's a
have to
reason why
use the blood boil
Kai's not a
aromatic.
Dark Souls
What does
main.
it even mean?
You can't play these guys or
I think
games.
it's
Yeah,
that,
I'm-
but sure.
I've been
There we
told
go.
specifically to not play them from
Hit her
people
once.
who know me very well, if that's
No,
anything.
that's
I've been
insane.
recommended against playing these
Wait,
games.
Hold on.
Oh, bro, his mana is so low though.
Got her in the
He's
air.
on- oh my
Hold down
God.
R2.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Got
that.
her.
is this?
He's kinda nasty.
Can we get
Yeah.
2 stackers, boys?
Uh-huh.
He's insane.
What
I love
the
this
This
guy.
actually makes me want to get back in the
She won't
game.
She knows chat.
It does.
He's
It does.
very
Like, I feel like a lot of the time you watch Twitch streams, this is the gripe I have. We have this conversation a lot, but like, it's really hard to do, and I get it's Twitch, or this is what you're supposed to do, but it's very, there's a reason why just chatting is one of the most popular. It's very hard to do person in camera in the corner and then game well. Like, obviously, if you're like an esports person, if you're really good, that's one thing. Obviously, you're playing, people are watching because you're goated. But to be just like entertaining like this guy is, and like want to watch the gameplay and his reaction, that's hard. Like, that's like achievement hunter stuff, like, especially, and a lot of that stuff's like, when I think of achievement hunter, that's all collab, right? So for him to be able to do this and just like, I would fucking watch this. And it's there's a lot of streams of people just playing games where I don't want to, you know, I just don't want to watch this. I could just play this, you know, but this is good, you know. It's hard to do right. I think people don't understand that it's like it's a lot harder than it looks to make this sort of stuff like content, you know.
Suffer.
Okay, 8 blue, 5 red.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Like the fact it's fucking standing is incredible.
So much damage.
You can't pay me to stand.
Okay, fight.
Oh my god.
I'm not standing.
What a build.
Yeah,
Let's
Take a
go.
sip
this
of
is my,
water.
I love
I need a
that.
sip of milk. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
Okay, hit. Holy shit,
Hold
bro.
Wait,
Okay, trading, that's fine.
I did not mean to do.
Oh, shit. Nice dodge,
Oh,
though.
that's the grab.
Go for the grab, dodge the grab, nice.
I think you should
Oh,
be
that's
okay.
so annoying to watch.
Oh my god.
Come on,
Hold
bro.
on.
Heal, bro. Heal, bro. Heal,
She's
bro.
not
Heal,
gonna
bro.
Okay, Timber's leaving by. All right, have a good one. You can be horrible, but if you're entertaining, it works. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's just me. Like I'm like an anti. I think this comes from just hating sports, and it just like my hatred of sports carries on to it. That it's just like, because I just don't really like watching sports. I've never been a big fan of the best of the best. It's never been my favorite thing to watch ever in my life. I've never been a big sports fan. The Olympics are on. I'll watch it because people want to watch it with me. But like, I never really want to watch people who are good. I want to watch people who are entertaining. Like, that's why it's like, I started watching Twitch not because I was like super into like esports league. I wasn't watching like these kids from Korea killing it. I was watching Achievement Hunter. One of my favorite Achievement Hunters of all time is when they do Stop That Train in GTA. Which, by the way, is impossible. But they made like a 20 to 30 minute video proving how impossible it is to stop a train in GTA. That shit's fucking hilarious. Like, I don't want to watch the best League player. I don't want to watch the best, like, whatever. I want to watch 5 people yelling, trying to stop a train that, like, obviously won't stop. That shit is, like, that, to me, that's, like, S tier, you know? So, that's how I feel. That's why... You know, I feel like I don't take gaming seriously enough, because it's like, I know what I want to watch, and what I want to watch is a bunch of dumb bullshit. So it's just like, I focus more on doing dumb bullshit than I'm getting good at the game. Which is like, because that's what entertains me, is just doing dumb shit on camera. You like to play sports, don't like to watch it. That's good for your physical health. Moat wants to watch Karma Car videos. Wait, what's Karma Car? Wait, but you were the best in Chapter 1. You were the thing you hate now. I feel like, but I didn't really... There was no gaming in Chapter 1. Like, the whole thing was... I guess I was good at that, but I was good at... I'm really good at dumb shit. Like, I'm really good at dumping spaghetti sauce on my head, or planting a bear in the corner, you know? I gamed the game. Yeah, I guess I'm good at that game. But, like, you know... I feel like the reason why I was good at that game is because I was definitely more concentrated on seeing what kind of shenanigans I could do than like my KDR. The bear bit, I was so excited about the bear bit. Shout out to fucking Archie TV 100% for being just like the GOAT, for sitting in that fucking costume. I owe Archie my life.
My ears are
That's
burning.
what I'm
Is that
saying,
supposed
bro.
to
That's
happen?
what I'm saying.
Fix your game, Miyazaki.
True. So you've been
Okay,
saying that for
back in
years.
the air again.
Nice knock up. Heavy.
Fix your game, Miyazaki. What is that?
Yes,
They didn't give me
sir.
the animation.
This build is filthy, bro. Where's the waterfowl dance, man?
What build is this?
Hey,
Just like the
gonna do
turtle
that?
build? It looks silly.
Okay.
It's a
Get
silly
the
looking
base.
build.
He's saving.
Yeah.
I don't know anything
Dodge
about
it.
this game, but
Big
I
hit.
just think that it is
Dodge.
silly.
Okay. There you go. Finish it.
Got you in the air
Nice.
again.
Thank you for the
Oh,
follow,
nice.
Yudzen.
Yes.
Oh, 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
Two?
Do you see
He's
my
got 2
taste?
minutes left.
No way he does
2
this.
minutes. If this
Okay.
isn't it, it's over.
The trick here.
No way he
Oh,
does
God,
this.
I can't even. Oh,
Is it done?
oh, the trick here.
Man, he's sitting through the
Bring
whole
up my
cutscene. That's
second
wild.
weapon and win. They're not
Second
gonna
weapon.
even watch the cinematic.
Yeah, it
It's
does
that
look OP.
bad.
It isn't over yet.
He's,
Shit.
why is he bringing out a second weapon?
What is that?
Okay. Back roll.
Bring up the
Yep,
second
you-
weapon.
Okay, wait.
Perfume?
And then he should heal.
Oh,
He
that
should heal.
sucks. Is that not the worst feeling in the whole world when you kill it and then the health bar goes? That is a big jump. Oh my god. Like, I feel like if it goes to like half, but it's like if it fills, sometimes it fills all the way to the top, and it's just like, it's like you feel like you did not.
Double
It's
heal?
the worst
Oh,
fucking
didn't even care
feeling
about
in
his
the whole
HP.
world.
What the fuck?
Oh my
He
god.
doesn't need it, I guess.
Okay. Oh, that was a horrible dodge.
Oh god, no, not like this.
Dance!
Bro, not like this, bro.
That wasn't even
No, it
waterfall.
wasn't.
So
Oh
good.
my god. Rogue thinks that's the waterfall dance, bro. He don't know.
Aw.
He don't know.
Jesus Christ!
That sucks. I was so
Oh my
impressed.
God. It's actually bad.
What hurts more,
Dude,
that or
I'm
hot
trying to
chip?
stop the stop.
You know?
Hot
Hot chip is pretty
100%.
brutal.
That's
Oh, it's
crazy.
awful.
I mean, he was doing really well. I feel like
I didn't
the
even
fact
know
that
he
was a
did
good
that.
attempt, you know?
Because I've only used one weapon in any Souls game. I just use a katana.
You never see people
I didn't
use
know you
the
could do
jump
shit
to
like that.
avoid
Oh my
hits,
God.
That's
only
why I love
dodge.
Elden Ring.
If
It's
I'm
like
moving around, I
you
swear I'm
can
just
do
trying to
so
stop
much
the heat.
more, but a lot of people
I'm
just
trying to
stagnate
stop
or
the
use
heat.
one build like myself.
Is
Yeah,
he been
I'm
jumping?
gonna go from katana to
Let's do it
great
again.
katana
We're doing
next
this
time I
again.
play.
I'm all
Flawlessly.
stagger build.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm more concentrated on him yelling in the silly turtle
what the-
shell.
I have
I'm
my
not really
shield up.
watching how he's doing.
I did not mean to have my shield up.
Okay, swap. Nice
She
heal.
just kicked me in my mouth.
Yeah, she did.
46
I
seconds.
still
Wait,
have my
oh my,
shield up.
dude, seeing people block in Elden Ring just feels wrong, man. I hate that. I hate
Okay,
that. I
here we go.
wanted like,
Here we go,
I
here we
couldn't
go.
stand Asm's playthrough.
I missed.
Oh, that sucks.
Here we go.
Come on.
I missed again. I'm bad at the game. I'm bad at the game. Oh my god.
He had a
I
good
swear to God,
attempt,
Jack,
and now
can I
he's
please
That
take a
sucks, because the
Yeah,
first one was so good.
Collecting.
Can I
No
please
one telling him he can
Oh
sip.
god.
Of course, I was telling him you could have milk.
Can I please take a sip, chat? Oh, chat. I need
He's
this.
going back for one
I feel it's
more,
like,
dude.
please, daddy, chat, have a sip.
Chat in chat, bro. Oh god.
Hey, unfortunately, hey, it's over though. It is over. It is over.
Chat, don't forget to vote. I thought that was great.
I love that. Yeah, he definitely progressed. All right. It's time to leave. I'm leaving you, chat. That's the wrong scene. Which seems early, and it is. And I'm sorry about that. But I have some good news. Sunday's stream is going to be goated. We will have some special guests. It's going to be... So I had my first stream back as partner, but I was honestly like... I'm so sorry, just my whole life is just complaining. I was so tired for that stream, so it was mainly just like a kind of like, I made it, yay stream. But like Sunday is going to be the actual like, it's going to be the actual like partner celebration party. So I'm going to be inviting some people over. There's going to be some special guests. If you know some of my friends, you may recognize a couple of them. I'm very excited. And so we're just going to hang out and do like our own little mini partner party. I'm going to have to look up what happens in the partner party because I just got partnered. So I don't know what actually goes in the real one, but maybe we'll do like a silly mini version. So Sunday will be great. I'm going to try and start it a little early. No promises, but it will be a higher effort stream than this. So please tune in. I think it's going to be quite fun. You're having goats over. I'm having goats. Moat is having goats over. Thank you, Flux. I love simulators. Woo! Oh, and guess what? I just got a. Could you imagine if just Dan stops by? It was like that would be crazy. I think considering my only interaction. I think I might have waved at him awkwardly once too. Like I might have seen him again and be like, "Remember me? I was the one who accosted you outside the bathroom." But yeah. Anyway, guess what? I got a message from my housemate. So I have some good news. I'm not doing this on stream because I'm leaving. I'm leaving, chat. But here we go. Ready? You can't stream what usually happens in the partner party. It's because it's an orgy. That's what I heard. I heard it's an. I've never been. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Okay, wait 1 second. I asked my housemate for a cup of soil, like a cup of sugar, and he delivered. So the disgusting onion will stop smelling so rotten. Here we go. Big dubs in chat. So yes. I guess I'll have to ask what happens in the party. I'm sure it's just going to be a bunch of awkward people standing around drinking. So my party will be cooler than the partner party. All right, let's see. Who is live? Let's find out, shall we? I kind of want to do someone who has less people. I feel like I've been rating people who have kind of a higher count, which is fine. I just, you know, sometimes, you know. Okay, we got Bort, Gray, Mr. Fanatic. Mr. Fanatic's playing League. Gray is doing slots? Question mark? Can you do slots on Twitch? And Bort is, I think, just asleep, or I don't know what he's doing. These are the people who I vote for. Oh, also OK Void as well. I am gonna get an Ouija board soon. You're not supposed to. Okay, maybe not Gray. I don't know the rules for that. I'm not gonna do it. I like, let's see. None of my streams are loading, so I'm just exiting out. We got, let's do OK Void, actually. Although OK Void, everybody, at this time everybody's got pretty good views, I guess, because everybody kind of raids into people. Thank you so much, It's Ghosty, for the follow. Wait, I see, no, wait, okay, Bort or OK Void, I think those are the two votes. We're gonna do, I'm just gonna start doing it unless somebody votes within the next second. And it's happening. All right. Thank you, Ghost, for the follow. Think Bort will be sleeping. All right, we're gonna do this. Mommy Goddess. Wow, Ghosty, that is quite the first message. Hello. Bort will be sleeping. Okay, we're gonna do OK Void then. Hopefully she's not gonna raid someone. Is that just what we're calling me now? All right, I'll see you all later. Okay, see you on Sunday. It's gonna be a great stream. Woo! Thank you for listening to Not Dear and some other stuff. We will see you then. Okay, bye.